just when I thought, you know what? Kill might forget about ever actually exploring her father again. Or at least hold off on giving us any answers for quite a while. They dump this on us. Why go hunting for answers when the answers come to you? Quite useful, actually. But how someone can be so happy and nonchalantly admit, yep, the one who killed your father, yeah, that was me. This girl's not all there, but also potentially quite dangerous. I don't think Ryoko is anywhere near ready. So it'll be fun to watch. Especially coming from someone who is wearing such a pretty little outfit. And the fact it's completely just overpowering the guy that was such a hassle earlier. I mean, how are you supposed to respond to that? I guess pure unbridled rage is one way. I guess that could be one way to deal with emotional issues. Not entirely sure it's on its efficacy, though. But now that the four divas seem to be out for the count, is there anything other than this pink girl standing in the way? And as the episodes have been going on, the big queen in charge doesn't seem to be inherently evil. It's mostly little challenges to help build one's spirit, etc. Well, yeah, technically he was right. Well, so asks Sengetsu himself. He really wanted out of there. You know, sometimes we get more of an information about a character and their motives other than just pure kind of creepy insanity. It's hard to get over Kill la Kill's animation styling and whatnot every now and again. Well, she really does know exactly where to strike. Don't take your eye off her and don't let her get close. If she's looking for these Nexus threads, it would be quite good if he could come up with his own on the fly. Is that a tape measure she's playing with? Yes, it was. You know, if you had asked a bit nicely, I'm sure you would get further. Why does she seem happy about getting kicked in the stomach so hard that she froths? Honestly? That might be the first time I've seen a serrated tape measure. And we've seen her use one blade by itself, so together, what damage can they actually cause? I'm sure he might have created the weapon, but is he skilled in wielding them? The fact that so far from what we've seen, Ryoko's used her blade to merely strip everyone of their uniform instead of causing any lasting damage. He got a strike off. If he hadn't have done that, would he still be alive? It would seem that way. He would have stuck around. Take her other eye. In what way? In like yummy, hot, tasty blood? Apparently, maybe, yeah. What is that monstrosity? Oh. So that's how the bridge extended. For what reason was she trying to create this I was going to say Frankenstein's monster, but she's not really made of random parts. Cheese and, yeah, transfusion. The fact that you just outwardly admit that. Is she going to be the drive-by blood transfusion service? The fact he's still keeping up with the... No, he's good. If she doesn't keep a hold of herself, she's gonna cause more issues than she knows. Doesn't take his own advice, though, does he? Hasn't put on any shorts, really. Nice frills. We know the real saviour here is going to be Marco. Why are you here? Ah, of course, saving up on that money. Really? You made it here and didn't realise? I'm sure she is ecstatic about that. Her ability at comic timing is second to none. Kind of, but there's probably a return from what she is currently. Good reaction time. Yeah, you might want to get away from that. Of course it was. He's not going to go in unprepared. We've seen he uses guerrilla tactics. I'm sure in this instance, though, if it hits, she'll be fine. Why would you aim at the teeth? It's why you shouldn't take your eye off the target. He had multiple triggers on those triggers. Yep, and I don't think she's mightily impressed about what she's been up to. Ah. Focus on her failings. Cool. I could probably, understand. Even if she could come to her senses there, her body is warped to hell and back. She really does seem completely detached from the events that are actually transpiring. Especially with her animation, where a lot of the time it just looks like she's a sticker that's stuck on top. Fair enough, some of those, they're not just static movements. I hope the audience got out of there. She's going to be brought down, and what, Marco's going to provide the aftercare service. She might need to visit a dentist. Took you long enough. What exactly is she gonna do? I hope they've got insurance for that car, van thing. Is was she literally swimming through what could have been the origins of a brand new universe? Being a ungodly monster that she is, Mako might be the most powerful one here. She could do with some moisturizer. And open hand slap. The most persuasive of attacks. Oh, that was bringing stuff back to order there. Cool. I'm not even going to mention the... She's fine now! The intense pain that should be in from having bones snapped around like that. How viscous are those tears? Hit her again. Yep, she's gonna need some iron. What's the difference? I'm sure a doctor would know. I'm not sure I'd want to go through a vicious beating or burned from sitting too close to some very singeing blood to gain a tan. Yeah, but seeing such a vast power gap. Do you want to confiscate the scissor sword while you're here? Great. I do like the fact that she not only failed her mission, but she lost an eye for it. There's a little bit of recompense. Not a lot, though. We all kind of need that one person to tell us when we've gone too far. Maybe not literally slap us back to our senses, but still. To be told when you've made a dumb decision now and again might be quite nice. Although I would like my voice of reason to have a little more sense than a back alley doctor's daughter with an ungodly disconnect to physics. Then again, that last sentence could probably be attached to half the characters in this. I see there's some construction work going on. That's one of the reasons, yes. Some good questions, yes. But you said you gave the order for her to retrieve the sword or whatever. In that order, did it also include murder? Or could it have been accomplished peacefully? Yeah, some good data. You don't want to risk her own god robe in it. Okay. So now, well, tournament competition arc as well as world domination on the horizon. But there has been a lot to process in the past, half hour that she's had to go through? And if it is as we were told, and her father dying was 6 months ago, She's done quite a lot in 6 months. If I look back on what I've done, let's not look back on what I've done, because it's virtually non-existent. Except everything on my channel, which isn't really anything to be proud of. There may not have been any amazing orchestral backing track to this episode, but we did get to see a lot of what actually is quite easily amusing for me. Marco's ability to make herself an ex machina and save the day, and seemingly go into any situation and come out unscathed. At least will be in the span of another 10 seconds. And is this just another time when the character is trying to shoulder the burdens? It was I who gave the order, so it is on my head that that man died. It sounds strange to say, but out of everyone around her, she may be the most sane. But at least we got to see the actual ramifications of what was built up earlier. What if the Godrobes themselves took control and you're not able to come back from the brink? Will that be played with later as well? But with even greater stakes on the line? Time will tell. And I'm not entirely sure that Nui is going to get out of all of this without any repercussions or punishment. It may not be swift, but my god, is it going to be unnecessarily graphic. If you want to see that, let me know. Leave a comment and a like down below, as well as subscribe to the channel so that you don't actually miss out on further episodes. If you suffer from extreme blood loss, you may want to get it checked, preferably at a hospital. Haemophilia isn't really something that is, well, a nice condition to have. So get some rest, try not to think about it, and see you in the next one. If you want to be the hyper and bubbly ruler of space-time to help protect me and my channel whenever they're in dire straits, then consider joining onto my Patreon. Sal, Raywin, Electricant, Dynamite 1997, Shiwan, Jennifer Rojas, Mecha, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Dark Shadow 7899 and everyone else have so far managed to slap me back to consciousness with fistful of generosity. So, thank you.